Hello, I am your host. I am attorney Stephen Leahy, and we have returned, and this is the IRS Radio Hour on AM 560, The Answer. And this is my nephew, my good friend, my co-host, and his name is Jim Leahy.
Hello, everybody. We're doing a little different. We're not bringing the energy in.
I have no energy.
I don't either.
I've lost.
I need some more Papa Nicholas coffee and some Cacophie.
Cacophie. You haven't had that for a while, Jim.
I have not. I have not had Cacophie in a while. I need some.
I know who can bring back your energy.
Who's that?
And now, here's that man with a head just crammed full of knowledge, Mr. Know-It-All.
That is right, ladies and
Jim
gentlemen. Mr.
Both of our eyes just went, whoa.
Whoa. We have been trying to find
there it is.
A perfect... Debbie, this is why you're the best in the business.
Thank you.
I don't want to. I do think Debbie's the best in the business. But weren't you telling Eric that last week? I'm just kidding.
Don't you?
He didn't tell Eric that.
You shut your mouth.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
I think that's the fourth time in the show you can neither confirm or deny.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say before we do answer the question, if you have any questions, any whatsoever, give attorney Stephen Leahy a call, 312-664-6649, or visit chicagotaxteam.com, because as you see, we have a lot of fun on the show, and we don't necessarily answer every question that you have. So again, chicagotaxteam.com has prior shows, has the blog report, has a bunch of other tools that's going to help you get those answers. But the best way you could do that is giving him a call. One more time, 312-664-6649. Now, I did receive email. I'm not going to give the name because we were going to keep this
confidential.
So, it basically goes through Stephen Leahy.
I am very close.
Stephen Leahy, your voice is very charming. We do like your fedora, but we have a question for you. We received a notice of deficiency in the mail. What the heck is that?
Okay, so this is a good question because this happens a lot, especially now in August. It seems like the IRS is sending out all of these notices in August. They hold off April, May, June. You don't hear a lot. Even July, you don't hear a lot from the IRS because they're processing all those returns that they did, and people aren't around, and so they don't send out these notices. But August comes, and they send out millions and millions of notices. And if you've ever had an IRS problem, you know this to be true. They don't send you one envelope. They send you 10 envelopes. And then they send your spouse 10 envelopes. So you get 20 envelopes. And as I mentioned a lot of times on the show, people come to see me and they don't even open them. They bring them to my office and they're not even open. So open them up. That's my advice first off. But let me tell you what a notice of deficiency generally is. Okay, so a notice of deficiency is a notice from the IRS that says that they've looked at your tax return and they've decided that you didn't pay enough. You got to pay more. And it's not what you said it was.
But doesn't like TurboTax everything, like doesn't that just the tax code, doesn't that just tell you what to pay right there?
Well, that's where they make a mistake. If you leave out, so this is what, and I just had this week where someone, we talk a lot about this on the show, the 1099-C, the 1099-A. And if you don't know how to handle that when you do your own tax return, and most people don't, I got to tell you, people who prepare taxes don't know how to do it correctly. And I've had people come to see me, the IRS says they owed hundreds of thousands of dollars because of this. And this one is actually $100,000 that they're telling them that they owe. I'm tracking it down. I think we've tracked it down to this 1099-C, that it wasn't accounted for correctly in their tax return. And so you receive this notice of deficiency, and it tells the taxpayer about a delinquent tax owed. And a notice of deficiency is sometimes also called a 90-day letter because it gives the taxpayer 90 days to dispute the tax assessment. So then you have 90 days to go to court, and you could file a court case and go to the tax court. Now, remember, we talked about this in the first one. What's more powerful than the IRS? The federal court system. And that's also not only bankruptcy court, but also tax court is a federal court system. And you can, if you don't agree with that. And so I had another client this week we were talking about their notice of deficiency, and they got audited. Generally, this is an audit, and you can go back and you can appeal the audit. And they got audited, and we went through this, and they said, well, just because the IRS says it's true, how are we going to fight them? And I had to tell them, you can go to court. The court system, the judge in the court is not going to. They're not part of the IRS. They actually saw, generally the tax court judge has seen the IRS make a lot of mistakes, and he knows they make mistakes, and he's not on their side. He is supposed to be neutral, and generally they are, and they're pretty good about it. And so if you get one of these notice of deficiencies, and again, I had someone come in this week, it was dated May. Okay, we're running out of time. Don't wait till May. If you get something in the mail, don't wait till August to contact me. Call me right away, and then we have more options. Doesn't mean we can't fix it, but you have many more options if you address it earlier. So if this is happening to you, call me right away. Don't wait 3 or 4 months or 5 months, because it's important. Again, you can fix it. If you get something that says, "Hey, you owe more money," you should call me at 312-664-6649. Anyway, I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
That's right. Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All. And thank you, listeners out there. We still got a lot more coming at you. But guys, remember, if you're having these issues, listen to Attorney Lay. He's giving you the answers right now. Don't wait. Don't let the IRS come after you. Just fight them. And the only way you can do that is with open tax resolution. What's the number again?
312-664-6649.
Or visit ChicagoTaxTeam.com or go on Facebook like the IRS Radio Hour. So many more options. Well, guys, stay tuned, because after the commercial break, more IRS Radio Hour is coming your way here on AM 560. The Answer.